It's your host, Jasmine, and this is Community Over Clout, a new YouTube series by Fruition Clothing, where we go around New York talking to Black-owned businesses who are about uplifting the community and creating generational wealth. Today, our first guest for our first episode is Jermaine, the co-owner of the prominent creative cafe over in Brooklyn, New York, Lips Cafe. Let's go talk to him. Jermaine, thank you so much for allowing Community Over Cloud to come into your space and talk to you today. How are you doing?
We're doing well.
Great, awesome.
Just catching up to the days.
For sure. So we're going to start off with a little icebreaker, see how quick you are on your feet. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say a word, and then you're going to say the first word that comes to your mind. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Brooklyn.
Home.
Beverage.
Coffee.
Food.
Gravy.
Okay. Health.
Wealth.
Community.
Everything.
Music.
Culture.
Art.
Connoisseur.
Family.
Life.
Wealth.
Not what you think.
Nice.
It's not more than one word, but it's a
No, yeah, we'll go with it. Sports.
Basketball.
Fashion.
Urban.
Black owned.
Brooklyn.
Last one. Technology.
Past, present, future.
Nice. Okay.
And that's
okay.
not one word either.
Nice. Just broke it down for us. Okay. Okay, well, let's just get into it. Tell us about Lips Cafe. I know myself and a lot of others, we want to know, where does the name come from?
The name comes from my mom. She started a fashion brand when my grandmother passed away, and to keep her name alive. It's called Thug Fashion, and she started doing Mother's Day shows for her just to keep her name alive. And it was mostly like Met Gala, apropos to yesterday, kind of stuff, more like catering towards those lines. But 5 years into it, she started doing more urban wear, and one of the things that she came up with was the lip logo.
Nice.
Without the gold teeth. And
the gold teeth was your touch, yeah.
Nice. So I always thought it should be branded more. I always liked the logo. I didn't really know how at the time to brand it. I didn't even know if it was something I was going to do at that time.
Yeah.
But then I got really into cafes and art galleries and museums and just art. And I didn't realize at the time I was probably just, gathering data.
Yeah.
Just doing what I kind of sued for. I was really just archives. Just go to galleries, just to go to cafe, go to Harlem, just to go to a coffee shop, just check out different ones. And I realized that a lot of work best based on the culture and how it made people feel and the vibe and the theme. Mm-hmm. And I just thought the Lips would be a good theme to base, our vision on. And it would also just tie into so many different things symbolically. Yeah. So we went with, the lip logo, and the first thing I ever saw in here was that lip logo on the wall. And kind of everything else in here came from just seeing that lip logo there. Mm-hmm. And then we kind of created the space around just that.
It's such a defining logo, and just that pop of red and how you curated with everything else in the spaces. It's really great. So what's your vision for Lip Cafe?
My vision for Lips is keep, impacting the community in whatever ways we can. Yeah. Keep being a resource for creatives to be able to get out their ideas and see things in real time in reality. Because it's different to have an idea than to actually see it, visualize it in real time. So a lot of people have, so many ideas and they can't get it out. I grew up in this neighborhood. I know there wasn't really a lot of places. Actually, there wasn't really any place you could go to and you can sit down and do work. Mm-hmm. There's no libraries around here, anything like that. So it means a lot to me that people have this space because you don't know what they're going through at home. You don't know what life is like for them outside of when they're in here. And I'm kind of trying to make cognizant of that. So my vision for here is just to keep growing, keep going, keep impacting people, keep being a vessel in the space of the bridge wish that people could do things, because once they see it, you never know how that could spark the interest and spark what they're going to do next.
That trickle effect. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's very important to me, and to just keep growing. I don't want to just have one. I would like to have another one by next year, God willing.
Nice, awesome.
So it's just to keep refining and keep getting out my ideas and other people's.
Yeah, for sure. Nice. I know from just what conversations I've heard where you've been talking, or people have talked about Lips Cafe, they've always said that you say these main two quotes. You say, you don't serve coffee, you serve community, and it's more than a transaction, but this is love. Why is it so important for you to cultivate a space for the community to come and for you to bring your passion for, arts and cafe and make it into a profitable business, not only for yourself, but for the people you employ, for the people who come here?
Yeah. It's crazy. Both those sayings that I say a lot actually didn't come from me. It came from people on the outside telling me that. But, those mean a lot to me because, it's a choice to come through these doors.
Yeah.
Nobody has to come through here. Nobody owes me anything. So, if somebody decides to come in here, I treat it that way. I treat it like, I'm grateful. I'm always grateful for anybody. For you guys to be here. I'm always grateful because you don't have to. No one has to. No one owes me anything. So, being, that is, that just trickles down into, some community, because I'm from this neighborhood. It means a lot to me to be here. It means a lot that this happened. Because it didn't have to. And my barber is my same barber. He's right next door.
Nice.
People be hanging out, and I grew up, around them, and grew up around things. Yeah, so it's deeper than just a transaction, because it's really like home base. It's really where I'm from. It's really, a lot of my memories are here, so.
Was that the main reason you guys picked this location? Is because this is where, this is your home base. This is where you're from?
It actually wasn't. The reason why, I picked this space is because it was actually a random night that this happened. It wasn't even like a plan. And I needed a haircut. Came back over here because I knew the barbershop would be open. And where I live, my barber leaves real early, so I just came in one random night. Probably haven't been here in years at the time. And I saw this space, and what I realized, I fully signed. What I realized is that there was no spaces like this here at the time. And I was like, the area, deserves a space like this, and neighborhood was changing, and I was like, Best Eye, Crown Heights, Bushwick, those areas were already saturated with coffee shops, cafes.
Yeah, for sure.
At the time, we didn't have any. Now there's a whole bunch, but at the time, there wasn't any, and I was just, it would be a good opportunity if we brought what you would call like a Soho style spot, over here. It would just be the right time, and that's how just based on the location. I like the windows, you can see everything from outside. I don't know, a lot of spaces we can see everything from outside. And also that it was, East Flatbush. So there was a lot of different things. But definitely, I just saw an opportunity that there weren't really any spaces like this.
I've been to a couple cafes in New York, and especially in Brooklyn, and this space one is just a beautiful space. Like you said, the open windows, it allows so much of that natural light, but then just the warmth and the vibe that you get when you walk in here, you really created that presence. So I applaud you for that, for sure.
It's natural. It's organic. It's not forced. That's the best part about it.
Let's get into the coffee and the food. So tell me about what went behind the curation of not only the coffee, but the Caribbean food that you all serve.
That, again, was really natural, because I kind of wanted to, at first we were trying to just be a cafe, like bagels, cream cheese and lox, cream cheese, and egg salad, and all these things, trying to just like copy what's already being done. But then we kind of realized, it really wasn't working at first. But some fact that we're in Little Caribbean. That's literally the name of this area, and that's not, what we're all into, So then we were like, we need to start doing more. What we know, because we're from St. Vincent, from the Caribbean, and we try to just incorporate what we do, but not like a restaurant with a million options, but more so kind of. I always wanted to be more so like a Chipotle style, like you get a choice of rice, salad, wrap, panini, pasta, and then you could have the same proteins and different things. So you kind of, line it up. So start off, with a mango salsa saute. And then we put that in the wraps, and people really liked it. So then we were like, let's put the mango salsa in the salad with the salmon and the shrimp. And people really liked it. Then we started doing rice bowls. So kind of just like, we were really listening to the community. And like, if somebody came in here and was like, I don't have a rice dough. We don't have salads. You guys don't have this and that. Kind of really wanted to listen to, people around us and adjust and put our own spin on everything. And that's kind of like how the Caribbean food menu came about. With the coffee, I don't know. Like, I just started getting addicted to different flavors, and I would try to get every flavor, and I try to really make sure that we had everything we needed in to function as a coffee shop. So we have fraps, smoothies, juices, any type of coffee you could think of. So I wanted this section to be more like like the Black Starbucks,
Nice.
So I kind of like wanted. My vision was always to have like put together like my version of a Starbucks and Chipotle together in one, and make it urban.
That's a great
part of the culture.
Yeah.
So that's always was the goal, and that's kind of like conceptualizing it. It came from the Caribbean culture, and we wanted to. Because it's really cool when somebody comes in here and orders like a bacon saltfish and then like the most complicated latte.
Yeah.
You don't get that everywhere. Somebody comes in and orders a rasa pasta and a frap or a potato. It's just really random. It's really cool to me. Or some people who come in here for one thing and then they see another thing and now they're trying, something different. So it's cool because somebody told me walk like us, you talk like us, dress like us. And so when they see, me being able to drink, Americano, it makes it easier for them to try it, And so I seen all different types of people come in and have the coolest stuff, like some, people you would consider thugged out dudes with espresso, all that stuff is really cool to me, or someone from a different walk of life coming and trying to bake a saltfish for the first time and really liking it, So it's cool to just see the bridges, and how this place kind of brings diversity together a little bit in our own little ways.
I like that. You listen to the people, but then you're also pushing them to try new things.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You have to listen.
Yeah.
You have to, in general in life, you have to listen to other people. You have to. If you just stay stuck in your ways and you're not open-minded, you're probably not going to get too far. You're just going to stay stuck in your box.
Okay, so it's my first time here. What would you recommend as my coffee and as what I order food-wise?
I would say, definitely, if I was to say somebody who's coming in the morning, bacon saltfish for sure, because that's kind of like one of the things we're known for here. And I really like the either iced or hot dirty chai. I think it's really good. So, you get your flavor, your chai flavor to it, but you also get the espresso with it. So I think that's a really good first thing to try, because it's a good taste and you get your kick, your espresso. So.
Nice. Y'all heard that first. When you come to Lips Cafe, have Jermaine pick what you eat and what you drink. You'll be happy about it. I don't know if you know this, but New York is actually the top state in the United States that has Black-owned businesses being started. So knowing that fact, how does it feel to be a Black-owned business that's started in New York and overcoming the many challenges that it has?
It feels really great, amongst all the dope businesses I see coming up. I think for a long time, our biggest hurdle was that we didn't have the resources to start and get our ideas and our creativity. But through the generations that's passed, it's, our parents and grandparents and parents, brick by brick, built that up to where now I feel like we're kind of in a Black Renaissance.
Well, there you have it, guys. That is episode 1 of Community Over Clout. Thanks to Lips Cafe for letting us come and speak with them And we want you guys to stay tuned. Look for our next episode. We're going to continue this conversation on the importance of, pushing the Black community and pushing these Black-owned businesses because we're proud of them and we want to promote them. So y'all stay tuned.